Alright guys, we are back for the finale of this long night of information dumps. So we've got the full data mines for the Fallen Heroes banner, which is not dropping on this reset, but the next one after that. So we've got the stats for the units, we've got the artwork as well, which is pretty cool, and then we have info for our Grand Hero Battle unit, who is going to be Lloyd, a Fallen Lloyd, and might I just say, a much-needed artwork upgrade. Finally, we've got decent artwork for the White Wolf. So that, I mean, now all we need is a Resplendent alt for the GHB one that's in the game. Get him out of the crack house. But let's go ahead and start things off by taking a look at these stats for the units, courtesy, of course, of Gengar and Tsukasa. Is this big enough? This seems to be big enough, right? I don't know if I can even... Oh, actually, I can make it bigger. Okay, Reddit has gotten a little better with the images, if that's the case. Okay, so why don't we start things off with Mommy Wami. So we have the Rearmed Lumera first. So 36 HP. We've got 41 attack. We got 45 speed, 26 defense, and then 45 res. So that gives her a 193 BST. Pretty good. You'll be able to score decently enough with that, I guess. But actually, no, because she lacks a perf weapon, right? Yeah, so like 193 with the perf weapon would score higher than her. So she, I mean, you could still run her for arena for sure. But like Cyril scores higher than her, and Cyril is free to play. So not a good showing from BST at least. But stat placement looks okay. Defense could definitely be better. But I mean, stacking a lot of res is still a good thing. And then her new weapon is basically just Arcane Devourer for dragon types. But also on top of that, it's giving you way more stats, and it also has adaptive damage being a Dragon Stone. So I think it's a pretty worthwhile dragon weapon that we've gotten from her, and it'll work out on a lot of your faster dragon types for sure. Maybe even some slow ones too. Like, you could probably get away with it on a lot of different types of units, because I remember Arcane Devourer was still, believe it or not, better than Arcane Lift Sword, even on slower units, just because of like the DR that it gives and the acceleration and all that. It just has better effects. So, Boons and Banes here. Let's see what she's got. Okay, I can't tell if that's minus attack or minus HP rather. I guess it doesn't matter. She has plus attack though, which is cool. Alright, nothing on speed. Minus defense. And then, unfortunately, nothing on res. Would have been nice to get plus attack and res there, but only plus attack. I guess we'll take it. That's fine. So, for her fodder, she has Counter Roar, and then she has also Speed and Res Scowl, which is a different stat spread for Scowl that we've not had before. I think Defense and Res Scowl is probably the best one. Or maybe Attack and... Defense and Res and Attack and Res are both pretty good. But Speed and Res is also not a bad split for a Scowl skill. I think Attack and Speed is actually the worst one, because Scowl is a skill that wants you to check for Res, and then it's not giving you Res on the passive itself. So, like, any Scowl stat that comes combined with Res is going to be good. So, there we go for Lumera. I don't really think there's too much else to say about her. She's just a fodder factory. Okay, we have the Veil up next. Now, the Fallen Veil is just a souped-up version of Mythic Veil. So, we got 40 HP, 47 attack. We got 16 speed, 32 defense, and then 47 res there. So, 182 overall for the BST from Veil. Okay, quite low, but, I mean, she is an infantry tome, so you would expect that. Alright, minus HP. We got plus attack, which makes sense. She is a brave attacker. Alright, nothing on speed. Nothing on defense. And then plus... Okay, plus attack, plus res. They got the picture with her. Unfortunately, Lumera couldn't also get the res, but it's okay. I guess we'll take it. So, for Veil, what does there to really say? She gives double Scowl support, which is nice. She does actually miss out on some of these support effects that the Mythic Veil gives, where she's giving attack and res up 6, and then also Resonant Blades and Resonant Shields. Whereas this Veil is only giving support, damage reduction, and then some drive stats, and also the double Scowl. I think the double Scowl is a nice trade-off, though. Like, it's fair. Because that will completely offset enemies if they have, like, what is it, Rally Spectrum. You can offset their +2 from that. So, certainly not bad from Veil. And then, as far as, like, skills, she's got attack and res Tempo 4, which is nice. And then she has, what was her ace skill? Like, basically Still Water 5, Crystalline Water, or whatever it was called. That skill seems pretty interesting, but I don't want to pass, like, judgment on how good those are yet. We also have another one for Life and Death on Ursula, who we'll talk about in a second. I don't really know how valuable those skills are going to be. They're definitely good, of course. Like, Life and Death and Still Water are actually super meta right now because of the AoE spamming going on. But do you necessarily want these upgrades? Because they're very minor upgrades. They only give 1 extra point to the raw stat. And then you're taking even more of a debuff, whereas Still Water was only -5 to defense. And then Life and Death was -5 defense and res. Now you're taking a full-on -8. So quite a lot more of the stat drops for not enough of a raw attack bonus, I would say. Okay, but it would probably just be too busted if it was any more than that. All right, we have Ursula up next. There's definitely a dev out there. Like how we have the Sophia dev, we definitely have an Ursula dev. Because I could not for the life of me tell you why we have so many alts of this character. Okay, she has 40 HP. We've got 43 attack, 47 speed, 17 defense, and then 27 res. And that gives us a 174 BST. So even lower because, of course, the cavalry movement type with the tome is not a good BST combo. All right, as far as Boons and Banes, we got minus HP. Yeah, plus attack, which is good because she wants to spam AoEs, so plus attack is very good. All right, we have also plus speed, which is nice. All right, looks like nothing on defense, and then minus on res. I guess that's irrelevant because I mean, she's pretty much a glass cannon anyway. So how she works is that she just gives herself a ton of -1 cooldown on her weapon. You can get potentially -2, and then she wants to just spam the AoEs. She's getting a lot of true damage, too. She gets 20% of her speed as true damage, and also augments her attack and speed by 20% of her speed as well. So you can get a lot of stats out of that, and then she also just has stat bonuses on her weapon. She's giving a support effect, too, where she gives Desperation to allies in 2 spaces, as well as, I think it was attack and speed up 6. So pretty good stuff, honestly. Like, not too shabby as a supporter. You can just spam the AoE. It's nice to pre-charge an AoE with cavalry movement and tome. So, like, that's going to be nice. So, definitely a worthwhile and interesting unit. And for fodder, of course, she has the new Life and Death 5, I guess we can call it. So, how valuable that's going to be, I think, is up to you. Hortensia is very common, and she just start of turn panics. So, being able to avoid that is definitely nice. Okay, now we have the man himself, Nergal. I cannot believe we had to wait, what is this, 7 years to get the original American final boss, or just English release final boss for Fire Emblem. It's so surreal. Athos better be the mythic / legendary hero this month, or else there's going to be a hell to pay. Okay, so he's got 40 HP. We've got 45 attack. We have 16 speed. We got 39 defense, and then we have 43 res, so that gives him a 183 BST, which is in line with what we saw from Vale. All right, as far as Boons and Banes are concerned, we got minus HP. We have plus attack, which is good. All right, nothing on speed there. Nothing on defense, and then, unfortunately, nothing on res. Would have been nice to get plus res as well. Yeah, so Nergal is an interesting unit. Incorrectly on the trailer video, I realized this like right after I recorded it. I read his weapon wrong where he gets the -3 cooldown count based on his active bonuses. So if he's got 3 active bonuses and he attacks the enemy, he can automatically accelerate into his special with the, I guess, like Brave Tiki effect, the Diamant effect, the Baby Ike effect. He gets that as well, but it's only for damage-dealing specials, so I said that I would give him Miracle and have him just survive the enemy so he could get off his Quintessence effect to go off, but it's not going to work like that. You can't actually run Miracle on him, which is unfortunate because there is another unit that has a similar effect that doesn't care if it's an offensive special or a defensive one, and that unit is the Winter Edelgard, who can just instantly ramp to whatever the hell she wants. So in my mind, I just assumed like he was going to do the same. But no, it's only for damage-dealing specials with him. I guess that's fine. Like, he can just pre-charge Glacies. Right now, like, pre-charging big specials is the way to go. So, like, him being able to just open up the fight with a Glacies is definitely going to be good. And then he just robs bonuses from the enemies, which is also pretty good. I think he could be an interesting defense team unit for, like, ARD. The problem, though, is if he's not got Miracle, how is he going to survive to even proc his Quintessence effect in the first place, right? So, like, that's going to be difficult to determine. I guess you could just go with the Dark Season Thor as well. If you really hate enemies having bonuses, there's always Thor. But... Or not Thor, Loki, rather. The Dark Season Loki. But this guy can do it, too. So, I think he's definitely an interesting unit, for sure. And I would like to mess around with him, but currently I have no orbs, so I can't even summon, regardless. Okay, and then finally, we have our Grand Hero Battle unit. So, we have the White Wolf himself, Vengeful Wolf this time. Alright, so as far as his... stats are concerned, let's see what we got here. So 41 silly me. 41 HP. We've got 43 attack, we've got 46 speed, we've got 31 defense, and then we have 32 res. So gives him a 193 BST. If he has a perf weapon, that's definitely going to bode well, and I think he should, because his fallen brother also had one. Are they playing this up for next year to be Brendan Reed? Because, dude, I've wanted him for a very long time. He is a very awesome final boss. Well, he's not the final boss, but he is on the final map, right? Okay, so we can go ahead and... Oh, before we move on, let's see Lloyd's Boons and Banes here. Okay, minus HP, which, big surprise, everyone has that. Plus attack, which is good. Ooh, he missed out on plus speed, so he doesn't have anything on speed there. Unfortunate. Okay, doesn't seem like anything on defense, and then nothing on res either. So pretty much just plus attack for Lloyd. Okay, but if his perf weapon is good, if he even has one, then that could certainly change our tune with him. Now, before we take a look at that, I want to go ahead and just check out some artwork. So we have Nergal up first. All right, Nergal definitely looking pretty good. I like this special attack art from him. All right, and then we have this is the regular attack. This one is the special attack, and then here we have the injured artwork. So his turban is getting undone there. You know who this guy reminds me of, actually? This is like Professor Quirrell from the first Harry Potter movie. That's who this guy is. And he's being talked to by Voldemort, basically. Like, underneath the turban, he's got, like, the head of the fire dragon telling him what to do. I don't know. All right, so there we go for Nergal's art. Pretty good. Okay, here we have Lloyd's artwork, which is pretty fire. Does look like he has a perf weapon there. Yeah, this is a much-needed upgrade from his... Yeah, this is really good. Nice color pop there. And finally, the injured artwork. It's a long time coming to get some good artwork for him. Okay, then we have Ursula here. All right, again, I do not understand why we need so many Ursulas, but okay. All right, there is the special attack art. Nice effect, though. I will give it that. And also, the attack animations on this banner throughout have been really sick. Like hers, she has the crows coming out of the tome, which is awesome. The Veil one was really good with the dragon coming out. That one is straight out of Yu Yu Hakusho. All right, so here is Veil's artwork, which is pretty good as well. She's got some very big horns there. I don't remember her having big horns, but maybe I blocked that out for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, and a lot of people are very mad that she didn't have her perf dagger either. Like, she's just another tome unit. I would have liked it if she had the dagger, but I guess it is what it is. What are you going to do? So there we go there. And then finally we have Mommy, her artwork here. So this one's pretty good. I actually really like this one. All right, there is the shading is really nice there on her face, like that's really nice. And then there she's got the overly attached girlfriend face. Okay. All right, then yeah, nice color pop once again. And then finally the injured artwork from her. I'm surprised she didn't get her sword though, but I guess they didn't want to do another sword arcane hero because we get a lot of those. So there we go for Mythic Lumera. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the skills, inheritances, and all that stuff. So, should be Life and Death 3 as the prerequisite. Yep. Okay, so basically this is Life and Death 5. Oh god, are they ever going to upgrade beyond Tier 4? Are they going to do like Tier 5 passives? And make the argument be like, okay, so we get 5 skill inherits now, we can get Tier 5 skills? I would hope not. Like blue border or like something like that, green border, I don't know. Hopefully not. But they have been doing like variants of already existing Tier 4 skills that are just supremely better. So like, remember Swift Sparrow 3? Yeah, try using that over like Flared Sparrow, which is basically that times 10. Or like Bonus Doubler 4, which is not quite as good as Distant Bonus Doubler, which is tax on Distant Counter. So like there's a lot of Tier 4 skills that are completely irrelevant compared to some of the recent stuff now. Alright, there is Crystalline Water. Should be Stillwater 3. Yep. Okay, so here Lloyd does have a perf weapon, it looks like, and a wall of text. Jesus Christ. Okay, Dead Wolf Blade. Grants speed up 3, 16 might, 1 range at the start of turn if unit's HP is over 25%. Grants foe penalty doubler to unit and allies in 2 spaces a unit. And inflicts speed and defense -7 on the closest foes and any foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Unlimited range, which is nice. Wherever he is on the map, he just debuffs the nearest enemy no matter where they are on the map. Speed and defense -7 with foe penalty doubler is pretty nice. So already this bodes well for him. Also, at the start of combat, if his HP is over 25%, he gets attack, speed, defense, and res up 5. A bonus to all his stats equal to 15% of his speed at the start of combat, and then he reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40%, including the Brave attack. And then he also inflicts guard on the enemy as well. Yeah, he seems solid. He seems decent enough for sure. Like, he'll be a nice arena unit, actually, as a scoring bot, because he's got the support debuff there. So you can just run him to augment your other arena units, help them do a lot better in combat, and he seems competent enough here. Outside of arena, what do I think about him? I think he's okay, actually. He's getting all stats of 5 and then 15% of his speed as extra all stats there. It's going to come down to, like, what sort of passives you give him, but I actually think he's pretty solid here. He doesn't even have -1s, so you can actually give him Godlike Reflexes and Lagu's Friend, because he doesn't have the -1 special trigger. So, like, that bodes well for him, actually. Alright, then we have Dragon Fang there at 4-star. Attack and Speed Ideal 3 at 4-star as well. Really? They couldn't give him, like, Finish? Or they couldn't give him something better? Come on, man. Oh, Repel. Ooh, okay. All right. I stand corrected, guys. Now, this is way past his prime, right? We've gone way beyond B skills that are just like the dodge-based B skills. But I will take this. On a Grand Hero battle, sure. Repel, that is something different. And it's certainly a lot better than the junk we usually get. So I'm happy about that, at least. And let's just do a quick refresh, make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think we did, but just to make sure. Alright, yeah, it seems like we're good to go, basically. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about all of these new impactful units, I guess, for the Fallen Heroes banner? And this is your boy Tacho signing out, so take care, fellas. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.